things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those, those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it.
Apologize for that short break. If you are just tuning in, this is Consumer Analytics, where we project the voice of the consumers. And today we're talking about snacks. Like we all know, it's about something light. We are not really hungry, but something light, just just like fast tank. And we're looking into sausage roll. Now let's get to see what our consumers are saying about their own favorite brand of sausage roll.
Good morning and hello consumers, I am Advocacy. Welcome to another exciting edition of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV, where we bring you real opinions about everyday products from people. Today we'll be talking about something we all love to snack on, sausage rolls. There are various brands out there, but which one truly satisfies your cravings? Come with me to the streets of Lagos. Let's find out what consumers think. Let's go. Do you buy or eat sausage rolls? Yes, I do. So what brand of sausage rolls do you get? Super Bites.
Super Bites.
Gala Bits. Super Bites. Super Bites. Big Gala once in a while.
Super Bites.
And that is for today's episode of Consumer Voice. From Gala to Super Bites to Right. It's clear that everyone has their preference and their favorite sausage roll for different reasons, be it taste, affordability, or freshness. Remember, your opinion helps brands get better and also helps others make better choices. This has been Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. Stay tuned for more fresh editions. I remain Jadisola Abolaji. Bye for now.
Interesting. Now let's get to see what consumers are saying about their favorite brand. And here we have it. Halima said, I buy and eat sausage roll and my favorite brand is Super Bite. She said she buys Super Bite sausage roll almost every day. She loves Super Bite because it is the best. It is soft and very easy to munch on. For her, she said she checked the expiry date and she has tried other brands, but Super Bite is still the best. The taste is same, but the size has reduced, hopefully, maybe due to the country situations. Interesting one from Alima. Let's see what the analysis that we have. Okay, Toland said, I eat sausage roll and my most preferred brand is Yum Yum. I prefer Yum Yum to other brands because of the quality. Yum Yum is bigger than other sausage roll. Things I look out for when purchasing sausage roll is the expiry date, NAFDAC number. Toland said he goes to their website and appeal the NAFDAC number there for confirmation. He said this is what's doing because of health, and he said I get sausage roll 3 times in a week, so I get to buy it whenever I go to work. If I don't see Yum Yum, then I buy the main Gala. Both brands are beautiful, Gala and Yum Yum, but Gala is more expensive than Yum Yum. Yum Yum still tastes better than all other brand, same size, but now it is expensive. It used to be 15 naira before, but now 200 naira. Interesting. Daniel says, my favorite sausage brand is Super Bite. I love the taste and feeling that comes with Super Bite. Super Bite or nothing. I take Super Bite daily, especially when I'm at work. For me, Super Bite is okay, but they should increase the amount in the sachet. Health as well, so I check out the expiry date before buying. That's a very beautiful one from Daniel. All right, Misty White says, I am not a sausage roll person, but I prefer gala. I get gala once in a blue moon. I try Super Bite, but I love gala because of my kids. They love it. The first thing I check out is the expiry date. All right, Esther says, I get sausage roll, I eat sausage roll rather 5 times in a week because I'm a student. My favorite sausage roll is Super Bite, but I noticed the meat inside Super Bite is not as tasty as it used to be. I look out for expiry date because sausage roll, before buying sausage roll, Super Bite brand, I must commend you. People are doing a very beautiful job, and I must say I'm obsessed with your brand. That's an interesting one from Esther right there. Abaliki said, I take Super Bite. Super Bite is what my family get at home more often, so I get to eat it with soft drink or water. Another brand I've tried out is Right, and I must say both are okay, but I prefer Super Bite.
Okay.
And this is another analysis from Consumer Mudupe. I eat sausage roll, and my favorite brands are Super Bite and Gala. Once in a while, I take Gala. Super Bite is more softer and crunchier. I pair my sausage roll with soft drink. Before I purchase my sausage roll, I check the expiry date. I will appreciate if the price of sausage roll can be adjusted, though it's obvious the country is somehow.
I like that you know that.
That's very, very interesting because a lot of consumers have stated their preferences, their choice, and they've made it so obvious. And we are not saying all other brands, like we do put it on this program, they're not doing well, but it's based on consumer opinion, their taste, their preference, their choice.
Yeah.
But let's be factual here. A lot of consumers here are saying they should increase the quantity, they should increase the size of the sausage roll. What can you say about it? Because with the present condition, we all know things are well in this country. Let me be on the positive note.
Well, I think you can actually change people's perspective on what they feel about the quantity of things. But the thing is that even with the amount that we are getting in right now, do we think it is fair? That's the first thing that should come to our mind, because we all know things are very, very expensive in the market. Talking about the packaging, talking about the putting it in a carton and every other thing. All of these expenses goes into it. Flour used to be around 8.5 before. I can remember because my dad owned a bakery, so I can remember I used to go and buy flour at Farmador in Ota, and we used to buy Dangote flour, golden penny flour for 8.5. And the last time I can recall, that was last year. Flour was around 70-something thousand. And when I was saying that we used to buy flour for 8.5, it wasn't 2010. It was around 2018, 2019, thereabouts, before everything skyrocketed. So can you imagine that? And as at then, they were selling gala for 100 naira. You know, I can imagine every other thing that's inside that gala that is going to have skyrocketed also with the price of things constantly changing. So now from 8.5 to around 72,000 naira, which I remember. Sugar is also very expensive. Salt is also very expensive. The meat that's inside is also very expensive. We all go to the market to buy something. So I feel like sometimes we just need to cut something, like, and be very realistic. The person that said she understands that the country is somehow, but she wants them to reduce it. I like that she ended it with like, I know that the country is somehow. So sometimes if you want to eat something of good quality, why not just continue buying it for a very good price? And for me, I would rather something that is of quality than quantity. If you tell them that, and I don't think gala has drastically reduced like that. You know, it's just if it's tiny. I don't think gala is more tiny. Maybe what is inside is not as much as before. I don't know, but I feel like gala is not tiny. It's just almost the same size. Maybe to me, maybe some other people that understand the way the gala is before. But honestly, I don't know how much you want them to sell gala. Maybe 15 naira. This is 2025, and the economy is actually not smiling at all. So we just need to put all these manufacturers into consideration.
Interesting. It might be funny, but it's consumer analysis, and we have to do the projection out on this program. Thank you so much for joining us. And on today's edition of Consumer Analytics, referencing content on sausage roll, Super Bite brand is topping the chart. And please note, we are not referencing, or we are not trying to pull down all other brands, but we are just trying to state what the consumers are saying. Now we're moving into resolution box. Thank you so much for still staying with us. We'll be right back in a jiffy.
That day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on, I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA? Anyway, so I went on BA to US. And of course, when I returned from US to Nigeria, we had to do, of course, there'll be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. I mean, clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy. The whole of that business economy all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot. And then I was watching. And then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, we're really very sorry about this. He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing. While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve they couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they come up and said, we're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get. So trust Nigerians. You need to hear how everybody was jubilating, But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on B. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenient, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. I mean, what my first time would be, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny, talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. Our officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they bought this parcel wrapped. I opened it and boom, I bought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from B. So what was the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible. No apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, will have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking, my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Halla came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration, to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHallaTV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHallaTV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government, because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy. All right. We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team. We have lawyers that are registered on our platform, all right, that can also take up cases. Okay. So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers to, we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end, and yet they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country, none. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers. We bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from a supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, okay, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Okay, now me make them. Let me make them now. That's why I buy them. Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use, only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of these, because I went around, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, and then what happened? We were going to go out, and he was going to dress up. So he said, oh, to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, oh, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. Oh, let me try this, let me just try and use that to iron my shirt and we can go out. So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! Ooh. The guy was raged. Then he goes, what just happened? So he said, no, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack. There was a card inside it. Inside that card was a call, number to call. And they called the shop or wherever he got the thing from. I was hearing the conversation that was going on. And all he said to them on the phone was, look, by the time he even called, clearly because they already, through the call, they could trace where he was calling from and who was calling. He said, yeah, I picked up this number, I picked up this iron yesterday, and guess what? I just plugged it to power, and then the thing just, stopped, didn't work. At the other hand, I could hear the voice, oh, we're so sorry. We're sorry about that. And they said, this is your address, yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you a replacement. All right. So my friend ended the call and dropped the. So I said, so what's going to happen? He said, don't worry yourself now. Shebi, we're here. They will bring a replacement. I said, they will bring a replacement. He said, yes. I said, they won't even try to check whether it was your fault, because it could have been your fault. Maybe you didn't do something well about the fault. No, it can't be his fault. Shebi is a brand new item that he bought. While we were still talking, in fact, I'm not even sure it was up to 30 minutes or so. We had a knock on the door. He himself said he must be the dispatch person. By the time he opened the door, it was a dispatch man that was on the other side. And then the dispatch man was at the door. Just watched it. Was at the door. I was seated in the sitting room. The guy was at the door to meet with the dispatch guy. The dispatch man that brought the replacement iron, I heard him say, we're so sorry. So I was so shocked. I mean, a dispatch man, this guy is a dispatch, so also apologize. I was so touched by it that even a dispatch man was so trained, to tell the guy, we are so sorry. And guess what? He brought the replacement iron. By the time my guy opened the iron, it was a bigger size iron. So they replaced with a bigger size iron. The guy never asked for the one that went bad. He didn't say, okay, where is the other one that we gave to you so that he could take it back? No, he just bought a new one and gave it back. So I asked my friend, I said, can you interpret this to me? He said, here in London, if they didn't do this, they know the next thing I will do. So I'm just going to grab a lawyer. And I'm going to tell them they've destroyed something in my house. By the time I'm done, they will pay through their nose. Because the consumers are conscious of their rights. In Nigerian consumers, even those who are aware, won't even take the battle up. Everybody just go, what can we do now? Today they wake up and ban this. What can we do now? So we're going to change the narrative. We have to stand up. So the vision of ConsumerHallaTV is really to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the minds of consumers and provide right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria. Thus, we believe, will be forming part, that will be form part of that our overall vision, of creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. Please. So, I think that we'll make our impact. We ask you to join us on this journey. ConsumerHallaTV will drive engagement. It will also be there to help to promote brands that are doing what is right. So we're not out to criticize any brand. Rather, we have to complement what the brands are doing, because there is no organization that or a business that was set up to fail. Nobody set up a business to fail. So there are just gaps that needs to be fixed. So together we can fix things, and together we believe that we will create the right story for consumers in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofe Koforola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing, and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola, and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHallaTV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHallaTV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer?
Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. And that is why at ConsumerHallaTV,
You deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHallaTV we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, he's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new movie release, update, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHallaTV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHallaTV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am ConsumerHalla Ajibola. Toodles! Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
for still being there. If you're just joining us, this is Resolution Box, and all we do on Resolution Box is to make sure the voice of the consumers ahead. In the reference of if you're having any situationship with any brand, industry, organization, and you've tried all your possible best as a consumer, but you are being placed on ban or limitation, please know the Resolution Box is where we get all issues, consumer-related issues sorted out by calling the number displaying on your screen and narrate your audio to us. We get to the right authorities and you get your testimonies. Like I'm always saying, it. You might be like, I don't need it for now, but I want to tell you that you never can tell. Situation springs up anytime. So use this medium to save those lines displaying on the big screen. We're talking about sausage roll. Nigeria sausage roll market is buzzing with popular brand. As a top contenders, we have Gala sausage roll since 1962 by UAC Food Limited. We all know, and so it's so funny that Nigerians we now love Gala to the extent of we calling all other brands of sausage roll Gala, which is quite funny right there. Then we have Biggie sausage roll as well, produced by Right Food Limited. Biggie is known for its big size and satisfying beef content. They've recently launched Biggie Flex, offering more beef and exciting taste. We have the Super Bite sausage roll as well. We have Meaty sausage roll as well. We have the Yum Yum sausage roll. It from the food concept Yum Yum is praised for its unique taste and softness, although availability can be an issue in some areas. Then we have the Right sausage roll, another Right Food Limited product. The Right is known for its spiced or flavored beef and affordability. Then we have Baba beef roll. That's interesting. I've not heard about that before. It's designed for kids and mainly available in the northern Nigeria. All right, then that's interesting. So these brands are constantly innovating, focusing on taste, beef content, packaging, and availability. So that's interesting. Let me talk to you. Let's get the conversation started. I asked her, and she told me her favorite brand when it comes to sausage roll. So now let's have it. What's your favorite brand, and why are you sticking to it?
Well, for me, I think it's Super Bites. I don't know. I wouldn't say there's anything spectacular. Sorry, I'm a consumer.
Maybe
so
because it's softer though.
Yes.
So that's just
but and there was a time it was right for me. I just like the way it tasted. That's this kind of bittersweet taste, right? It wasn't. It's not as if it was sweet, but I just love how it tasted for me.
I can't even remember that there was anything called right.
Seriously?
Not gonna lie. Yeah,
I mean,
I know I've tasted right. It's yellow now.
Yeah.
I've tasted right Gala before, but I cannot even remember that there's anything called right. A sausage roll called right. And as you were saying earlier on about Gala being generally called Gala, I think Nigerians have issues with when a brand is the first one to break out. They are going to name the brand, all the products underneath that brand, that particular brand. Like let's say Pampers,
Maggie.
They'll say diaper instead of diaper. They will say Pampers because Pampers is the first one. Beyond Cubes, Maggie, seasoning cubes. They will say Maggie, whereas it's called Beyond Cubes. We have like Mr. Chef. And salt, like there are different flavors or this, you know. So I think Nigerians just stick to what first comes, first serve. So if you want to make a name in Nigeria, be the first person to do something.
Interesting. Now let's talk about the advantages of sausage roll. It's convenient, it's easy to grab and go perfect for the busy lifestyle. I said me, the sausage roll I enjoy most is when you're stuck in traffic and you just, you know, come here, let me buy 2 or 3. For that, in that situation, it's very, very interesting to, you know, bite or munch sausage roll. Then it's tasty, the delicious combination of the sausage, meat, and flaky pastry. Then it is satisfying, filling snacks that curbs hunger.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
But it's actually filling, no. I'm not gonna lie. And
when you take it with your Pepsi, just like
it's filling, no. When you take it with Pepsi,
well,
like when you talk about when you said the one that is in the traffic, do you know how hunger go down the wire you for inside traffic, and then the next thing you want to do is please quickly bring me. So if you buy Gala,
how many would you eat?
For me, 2 is enough. I feel like it is so filling. You get what will I say? It gets too filling because it's flour. So.
But yeah, sometimes I mean, you get tired of it.
You get tired of eating. That's the problem. So
it
feels filling. It may not be filling, but it feels filling because you get tired. It's just like you eating yam. Yam, you may not be full, but because maybe it's just a very, I don't know, it's hard to swallow. So if you feel like, oh, I'm already full, but you're not full, but because you feel tired of eating it, like it's filling, but it's really satisfying. And the one in traffic, I agree with you, is the best one with a little bit of dust here and there. Just eat it with your
Interesting. That is why we are called Nigerians. And then it is versatile. It can be enjoyed as a snack, appetizer, or even a light meal. So that's to tell us that it is well filling.
It is.
Just like Akike said, affordable, generally priced reasonable, making them accessible to many. Though a lot of
people said
they should reduce the price.
Yeah, because I think for me, there was times there was one that was 13 naira, then one was 15 naira as at then later it became 100 naira, 150, 200.
They don't even do all those. I don't think they really do all those. Those ones that were like 13 naira were very hard one.
Yes, I'm saying there was a time it was at that price.
But now I don't think they really do it anymore.
It's like 200 naira. I know Nigerians. I mean anything.
I just feel like it's the economy.
Yeah, definitely. Even sometimes you see some of these sausage roll. It doesn't have any much beef in it, and majorly it's one of those things that make it spicy for people to eat. But then you realize I just flour and just
exactly.
So sometimes even with the economy, it's still not like we like not so nutritious because the beef which was meant to make it nothing
just
is
flour
there.
and everything. Do you know that? Fun fact: I have a friend of mine that really do love gala.
Seriously.
Like she's. Like I think that's the best thing you can give her.
Wow.
She traveled abroad, So the last time, one of my best friend actually was not traveling to go and meet her. No, she also relocated to the same place. You know what this particular lady said we should buy for her?
Gala.
She doesn't even want anything, no. She doesn't
and Gala is even rebranded.
She doesn't want anything, no. Just buy me Gala as much. And then she's coming to Nigeria this November 12, and then. The first thing she was telling me that, Kike, please, whenever you are coming to the apartment, please bring gala for me. So I'm like, is it gala that you are so? I was like, gala? Like, I don't understand, but everybody with your own taste and everything. That's like I always say, gala is nothing spectacular.
What's yours? I don't even know what's yours.
I like three. I like Super Bites, I like gala, and I like Biggie. Just those three. Yeah.
All right, interesting. Then it's widely available, found in bakeries, supermarkets, and street food vendors. Then it's very, very. One of its advantages because you can get to taste from different brand flavor to diverse tastes and preferences. You get them in varieties, and we all know that they say variety is the spice of life. Their comfort food. It evokes memories of childhood.
Very well.
And then it's a social snack, perfect for sharing with friends and family at gathering. They're nutritious in moderation. It can be a good source of protein and energy.
If there is that beef inside, the rest is nothing. The rest is nothing.
All right. Interesting. I asked you earlier on about your most favorite brand, and if you want to purchase sausage roll, what are the things you look out for before you buy?
Well, the brand, because I know that there's like different brands, but not every brand satisfies.
Yeah.
So I look out for the brand, and also I look out for the beef in it, because for me, I believe that is the major thing that makes it that
nice,
spicy or whatever taste you want to give to it. And honestly, I think so far with all of these sausage roll,
they've been okay.
Yeah, Super Bites, they've really tried with their beef.
They have actually.
You would really see how like it's so feeling that you know that there is beef in it, compared to some brands that I've tasted that is dry and you even like ask, is there any beef in this thing? Then for me also, because I realize that some people just buy it and probably they don't sell within the stipulated time it's meant to run. So I check out for the expiring date, because sometimes if it stays too long,
like
the shelf
week.
date, the shelf lifespan is a week.
Yeah,
so if it stays above that period, the taste is losing its
even
savor.
bad for because it's already
even
bad.
if you taste it, from the taste you know that it's not fresh.
Wrong,
the savor is not really there.
Like I said earlier on, that the longer a gala stay on the shelf, the drier it becomes.
Yes.
If you buy a gala that just produces that particular day,
definitely
it is
you will
lovely.
enjoy it.
It is very lovely, but the longer it stays, the preservative measure inside also drastically calm down.
So that's it for me, and I love anyone that is soft. I don't want to keep biting so hard.
All right, interesting. Now let's talk about the disadvantage to consider when looking out for sausage roll. It's high in calories and fat. Sausage roll can be calorie dense, contributing to weight gain and obesity.
I didn't know anyway.
Really?
Interesting one.
Everybody for basis for this Nigeria.
So I think we'll ask you. You're in the better
I'm not there.
You're not your friend that takes too much of sausage roll.
She's in the studio, but she cannot just stop. Why did you not bring her on the program? Because I really want to know if this is true.
You know, I'm talking about
just
your friend.
Give me a sign.
Yeah, it's actually your friend. Is your
friend
the calories down?
She's not. I don't understand. To me, just give me thumbs up or something. Is it true that it is high in calories and fats?
All right.
She said it's like this, so I don't know because everybody for don't obese for this country.
Then the high sodium content, excessive sodium consumption can lead to high blood pressure.
Maybe, yeah.
And cardiovascular disease.
You know, sometimes people we don't really know all these things. Like for me now, if you ask me, I wouldn't know.
I could see the sodium stuff though. I could see the sodium this thing.
Then processed meat risk. Some sausage roll contain processed meat which have been linked to increased risk of certain cancers and heart disease. Then the refined carbs. When the commercial sausage roll use refined flour, which can cause blood sugar spikes and digestive issues. So you would always be careful. Then additives and preservatives. You mentioned preservatives the other time. Some products may contain artificial additives and preservatives, potentially causing adverse health effects. So we should be careful of how we take all these things. So I think most of the time, if you want to take sausage roll, it's better you take it fresh, just like the team said earlier on. Then the potential allergens. Sausage roll can contain common allergens like gluten, dairy, or soy, posing risk for people with allergies. So if you are allergic to something, so there is, I think,
these things that you just mentioned: dairy, milk, soy, gluten. If everything that you just mentioned is there, it is calorie dense.
Dairy products because they are lactose intolerant.
Do you know what's funny is that people don't actually believe that allergies are real in Nigeria. Most Nigerians don't believe that allergies are real.
I know someone, like yesterday, who was I telling? I said, I can't remember what I was saying. I said, I remember it was over the weekend and I was telling my friend that, okay, I know someone that is allergic to crayfish. The person like crayfish? I said, yes. I know
Nigerians can be, oh my God.
I mean, so most times people just think that's why we eat anything.
Yeah.
I feel like, we can just.
And then you break out, you just have unnecessary pimples on your face. Maybe an allergy to something that you've
All right. One of the disadvantages, limited nutrient profile. Sausage roll provides some protein and energy, and they are often low in essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals there. And let's look at the nutrition benefit when consuming moderation. Just like an adage that says, moderation and simplicity is key. It's rich in protein. Sausage meat is just like you said, that the meat inside. Sausage meat is a good source of protein, essential for muscle growth and repair. So if you want to be muscular, you should always, take it and all of that. Then energy boost. The combination of carbohydrate and protein provides a quick energy boost. Then iron content. The sausage meat contains iron, vital for healthy red blood cells. Then the B vitamins. Sausage roll can be a source of B vitamins, including niacin and thiamine. That is, if I'm right, I'm not a science student, but our profession gives us the grace to know a bit about everything. And vitamins B12. Then the convenient, the convenient nutrition can be a handy snack for people on the go, providing a mix of carbs, protein, and fat. Now we need to talk about this because we get to see that most of the time. I once witnessed it while I was much younger. There is a woman that sells a sausage roll. So she now started sharing it the day it got expired.
Wow.
And even a day before,
they do that a lot actually.
She sold it for a very, very cheaper price. So most people were like, it's yesterday, we can still consume it.
People eat it actually.
Yeah, nothing must go waste in this Nigeria. And a lot of people actually took it. So we have to talk about this, that eating expired sausage roll can be really bad for your body, because when you consume them, they can lead to food poisoning, causing some symptoms like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, fever, and chills. And in severe cases, it can even lead to life-threatening complications such as dehydration, kidney failure, or even death. Especially for people with weakened immune systems. It's not even advisable for pregnant women to take it, young children, and the elderly. So please, it's very, very important that we do not take expired sausage roll.
Sorry, can I lay emphasis on something? Because this just came to mind right now. And I think most times we just try to believe we are Nigerians, we get away with some things.
A lot of things.
Yeah, not just for sausage roll. I know we are looking at this because I know of someone that took expired anti-malaria drug and led to his death.
Are you people not wicked?
Yeah, you understand? So even the people selling it might not even know. Now, I'm not trying to support support them for that, but sometimes as consumers you should check yourself, because there are times that I would even want to buy sausage roll and I'm just like, please give me. Then the next thing I'm checking, I'm like, why are you not checking it? I'm like, I'm the one who wants to consume it. You understand? You can't say because you want to make money, then you just I would take anything. So most times consumers still need to check out for these things. So like he rightly mentioned, that some of the diseases that might come. Imagine someone who eats like a lot. You don't even eat it in moderation and you're consuming expired one. By the time the person develops one or two ailments, you won't even know where it's coming from. So I just wanted to chip in that.
And then, sorry, yesterday I had a very big, massive fight with somebody in my area that sells soft drink. Can you guys believe that they are still selling expired Fanta, the one with the white bottle, white covered?
Wow.
So I went yesterday to purchase Fanta. So I feel like awareness needs to be done by Coca-Cola bottling company regarding the Fanta, the new one, because the blue cover is the new one. Every other color are expired according to the broadcast or whatever they put out. So I went to buy Fanta yesterday, and when I went to buy Fanta and she sold me, and you know what, the first thing I did was even like, okay, let me check the expiry date. I wish I took the picture. I was just too furious. It was 25/06/2025.
Since June?
Since June. It has expired since June. And it was even written 13/25, like the time, after 1 p.m. That was when it expired. And I asked, I'm like, why are you selling this? The first thing I even asked her was like, where is the blue covered one? Don't you have that? This one is expired. I'm like, who tell you say it don't expire? You know how this woman can be. And I said, who tell me say it don't expire? Our son, one of our older son was there or something, probably older than probably my age. So I picked up the Fanta and I checked it. I took it home. I put it away. But I took it, maybe I will snap it and bring it out and bring the bottle. So I saw it 25/06/25, 13/25. I'm like, man, this is BB, best before, 25/06 since June. You still have this in your fridge. She brought it chilled for me.
Can you imagine?
And the reason why I even bought the Fanta was because it's been a while I took drink and I felt like I was low on, maybe I started feeling kind of woozy. I'm like, okay, let me just take something that is gassy and kind of have sugar before anything. And I took it. And I wanted to take it, and I'm like, this thing is expired. And moreover, you don't even have, you're not supposed to have this kind of Fanta. Are you going to be the one to tell me that what I'm supposed to have in my fridge? It was a very big issue that some people, it was not one girl was like, but normally they already said that it's the one with the blue cover that people should be saying that one is expired. The first day I even knew that the Fanta was expired was this Malam here, and she was like, oh, that. When I saw the blue, I'm like, why is there a blue cover on Fanta? So I was like, oh no, anyone that you see that doesn't have this blue cover is an expired product. So I didn't even take it serious until I saw it yesterday. That I'm like, are you serious? And she sold it. Like she still has a lot of it in her fridge, and she has some of them stacked up.
Now, just to buttress your point, because I was at an event like 2 months back or a month back, and they shared this Fanta with blue cover. People were rejecting it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, they've not really seen this
the
one.
Blue one.
So they thought probably it was fake or something.
There's
And
no
I think
awareness.
Yes, they need awareness for, because many people
are
have
still
been consuming
drinking
the
that Fanta.
It's fake products. They have been consuming that.
All right, interesting. Thank you so much for bringing that to watch, and I'm sure consumers have gotten to know about this, and the manufacturers in charge of Fanta should do more awareness for the consumers to know So the blue one is the right one to take, and the white one is an expired product. Before we round up the program, here are the nasty bacteria that can grow on expired sausage rolls, which are the Salmonella, the Listeria, and the Clostridium botulinum, which can produce toxins that wreak havoc on digestive system. So please, and it's advisable that if you've accidentally eaten an expired sausage roll, monitor yourself for symptoms and stay hydrated. Take
Drink water.
And if you're experiencing severe symptoms, please seek medical attention ASAP. Please, it's the right time we get to know that expired product, not even limited to sausage roll alone, but anything that is expired is not, of course, benefit to the human health. It even damage the immune system. So we ourselves should know all of this, because at the end, consumers are always like, it expired yesterday.
Some people are saying that, after 1 week after expiration day, you can still eat.
You can still take it.
The person that wrote the particular, do they know what they are doing?
So we need to know better. Resolution box, like I said when we started this program, is for consumers to know that you can get it right with all the brands, organization, and industry right there. If you are having any consumer-related issues, Resolution Box, just like the name simply goes, we resolute it for you. Call us by the number displayed on your screen and narrate your audio to us. We, of course, give the feedback to the right authorities, and we get back to you, and you would get your testimony. Like I'm always saying, tomorrow can be too late. Those numbers you're seeing on your screen right now, you can save it on your phone. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us on Resolution Box and Consumer Analytics and ConsumerHallaTV. We appreciate your time. Stay with us. Please, please note that all content and opinion are that of our resource persons, which are the consumers, and that is the ultimate and the premium voice we're projecting on Resolution Box and Consumer Analytics. It does not have any connection whatsoever to do with ConsumerHallaTV. Neither does it have any connection to do with we, the broadcasters. We appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional currently working with Obey, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. Alright, thank you so much, ConsumerHallaTV. Keep watching.
Hi people, my name is Mo Fakorede and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'd watch, you'd learn, you'd be educated, you'd be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, anything, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Sharon Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHallaTV. Now, ConsumerHallaTV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHalla TV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHalla TV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer-related issues, they've got you.
Hello, my name is Toyin Balogun. I'm here to give a shout out to ConsumerHalla TV, #1 platform helping you to shop smart, spend wisely, and live better. Anytime you have any kind of issues with your shopping or you want to know a very honest review, please contact ConsumerHalla TV, here to help you. And please join the community where we can all make life easy and better for all of us.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the TV industry in Nigeria, the first of its kind in Nigeria. And I know that it's going to bring value and quality into the service industry. ConsumerHalla TV is here to offer value to service industry and to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brands on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy Iremofe Koforola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers, and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that's so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHalla TV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. And that is why at ConsumerHalla TV,
You deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Obenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHalla TV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, he's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new movie release, update, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend
Thank you so much for joining us on ConsumerHalla TV News at 4. I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Let's start the news at 4 by talking about the federal government of Nigeria through the debt management officers announced the listing of 260 billion naira worth of bonds for subscriptions at its October auction. The offer, which opened today, comprises 130 billion naira, approximately, that is about 17.945% Federal Government of Nigeria August 2030 bond, and 130 billion naira, that is about 17.95% of 2032 June bond. The DMO, in a circular posted on its X handle on Monday, announced today that the auction will be settled on the 29th of October 2025, with units of sales set at 1,000 naira per unit, subject to a minimum subscription of about 50 million and in multiples of 1,000 naira thereafter. Report added that interest on the bond will be payable semi-annually, while repayment would be made in full on the respective maturity date, meaning the FG and the Federal Government of Nigeria Savings Bond Program, launched in 2017, aim is to deepen the domestic bond market, promote financial inclusion, and give retail investors access to secure the low-risk government securities. And now the Central Bank of Nigeria has released a total sum of $1.259 billion to all sector players for the importation of petroleum products and other related items into the country. The amount released between the first 3 months of 2025 is against the backdrop of the insistence of marketers to continue fuel import despite the availability of petrol from the Dangote refinery. Fresh data from the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority says petroleum marketers imported 69% of the 21 billion liters of petrol that Nigeria consumed between August 2024 and the first 10 days of October 2025. Now, between January and March 2025, a total of 2.28 billion liters of petrol were imported despite improved refined product output from the Dangote refinery. And now the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Mr. Taiwo Yedele, has dismissed media reports suggesting that the foreign investors expressed frustration and unease over Nigeria's new capital gain tax reform. Mr. Yedele described the claim as mischaracterization that misled the public and distort fact. His reaction stemmed from a virtual call, as reported, which was organized by Standard Chartered to clarify the contentious new capital gain tax provisions in Nigeria tax reform law. Feedback reportedly gathered from the session, which drew several foreign investors seeking clarity on how the changes would affect equity investment. A latest sparked report of investor frustration, prompting Mr. Yedele clarification. In a statement posted on his X handle earlier today titled "Setting the Record Straight on Capital Gain Tax," Mr. Yedele said the report mispresented his remarks and the intentions behind the reform. According to him, 281 participants joined the investor call in questions spanning over 10 countries. Away from that, the Dangote refinery has officially begun construction work for the expansion of the facility from 650,000 barrels to 1.4 million barrels per day. The president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, made the announcement at a press briefing in Lagos State yesterday. However, Mr. Femi Otedola said the refinery would make the largest in the world. Dangote said the company had signed an agreement with the technology licensor that will expand the facility. He said, and I quote, "We're expanding the Dangote petroleum refinery from 650,000 barrels per day to 1.4 million barrels per day. Upon completion, this will make it the largest refinery in the world, surpassing the Jamnagar refinery in India." And now the Nigerian naira has appreciated in value following the country removal from the Financial Action Task Force, Greeley said on Friday. The delisting marks a significant milestone for Nigeria's financial sector and is expected to bolster foreign investor confidence. The FATF, the world-leading pace setter for combating money laundering and terrorist financing, announced the decision at its plenary in Paris And this move comes after Nigeria successfully completed a rigorous action plan to strengthen its anti-money laundering and counter-financing of terrorism framework. The immediate market response was positive, with the Naira recording gains. Meanwhile, Mr. Bismarck Rewani, the CEO of Financial Derivatives Company, confirmed the uptick, stating that Naira and Rand have gained almost 1% since the news. He said it is now 1,490 in the parallel market. The United Nations Industrial Development Organization and the federal government has now launched a $175 million industrial partnership aimed at accelerating Nigeria's economic diversification. The program for country partnership flagship strategy between 2024 to 2028 is designed to stimulate the economic growth and position Nigeria as a leading industrial hub in Africa. The initiative features a total budget of $175 million. Meanwhile, with the federal government contributions with about $25 million Rand, UNIDO providing its coordination support. The UN agency will also lead its effort to mobilize over $50 million from additional development partners to ensure the program's successful implementation. The comprehensive program will focus on developing agricultural and mineral value chains while promoting startup and MSMEs through science, technology, and digitalization. Reports say to also enhance industrial infrastructure through establishing special economic zones and industrial parks across the country. Dr. Ruben Bamidele, the UNIDO National Program Officer, while speaking at the launch in Abuja, emphasized the program's transformative potential. He highlighted the ongoing energy project, including 6 small-scale power development sites across Nigeria's geopolitical zones and a biomass energy demonstration in Ebonyi State using rice husk to generate electricity. The presidency has announced a significant drop in the prices of food major items across Nigeria, attributing the development to the success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic reforms. In a statement released on Friday, the Special Advisor on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Diary, described the nationwide price reduction as a testament to the government's effective policies. According to official data, a significant decrease has been recorded in the cost of essential staples between February and September 2025, as reports say a bag of dry onions previously sold for 202,500 now costs 25,000 naira, while a 50 kg bag of local rice is falling from 95,000 naira to 40,000 naira. Imported rice also dropped from 106,000 naira to 70,000 naira. Other key food items showed similar substantial reductions, with maize falling from 90,000 naira to 30,000 naira per 100 kilogram, and brown beans dropping from 210,000 to 50,000. The price of a big basket of tomato decreased as well from 130,000 naira to 25,000 naira, while palm oil and yam also recorded more affordable prices for consumers. If you're just joining us, this is ConsumerHallaTV News at 4 now. The Federal Ministry of Environment has officially launched a digital transformation initiative under the National One Government Cloud Program, marking a significant step in modernizing environmental governance in Nigeria. The initiative, powered by Galaxy Backbone, aims to advance the country's sustainability goals through technology-driven governance. Moreover, during the flag-off ceremony in Abuja, the Minister of Environment, Mr. Balarabe Abbas-Lawal, declared that digitalization is no longer optional but a necessity for effective governance. He emphasized that the move to the cloud platform would enable data-driven environmental management while eliminating paperwork, reducing operational costs, and cutting carbon emissions. The minister further highlighted that the project would significantly enhance transparency, promote evidence-based policy making, and improve service delivery to Nigerian citizens. This move, they say, represents a major shift from traditional paper-based operations to full digital workflow system across the Ministry operations. And now let's move away from that report. Let's talk about the World Bank. The World Bank has unveiled plans to deploy up to $14 billion through a new agricultural program called AgriConnect, aimed at transforming the global agribusiness by 2030. The initiative announced this during the World Bank Group International Monetary Fund annual meetings, which is designed to shift smallholder farming from subsistence to profit-driven enterprise while creating millions of jobs in developing economies. Ajay Banga, the World Bank president, announced ambitious target to double the institution agribusiness commitment to $9 billion annually by 2030, with plans to mobilize an additional $5 billion from partners. It described the program as a major shift from financing isolated projects to building an entire economic ecosystem that can deliver sustainable job creation. Still talking on the news, the AgriConnect initiative specifically targets the challenges facing the smallholder farmers who produce about 80% of the world food yet often remain trapped in poverty. The program will now focus on closing critical gaps in market access, finance, and modern technology that have historically limited agricultural productivity and profitability. To end the news now, the Bank of Agriculture has secured a $200 million livelihood support fund in partnership with the International Organization for Migration to provide sustainable economic opportunities for displaced persons and migrants across Nigeria. The fund, formalized through a memorandum of understanding signed at the FCT, aim is to boost the economic resilience among vulnerable populations. Mr. Ayo Shutiri, the BOA Managing Director, described the partnership as a crucial investment in national stability that goes beyond mere financing. He stated that the initiative is designed to transform the landscape of rural poverty by enabling the economic inclusion of migrant and position displaced Nigerians as active contributors to the national development. The collaboration specifically aims to tackle the interconnected challenges of displacement, food insecurity, and rural poverty. And by doing this, report says affected population, and the program will also align with both Nigeria's national development priorities and the African Union Agenda 2063, which emphasizes resilience and inclusive growth. Thank you so much for joining us on ConsumerHallaTV News at 4. I am Ire Ayomikunle. Good afternoon. Thank you for staying with us.
My name is Tunde Olufowora. I'm the CEO of Bandai Communications. We are we call the publisher or the owner of the new initiative called ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is actually Nigeria's first consumer-centered, or call it consumer-centric television platform that aims to bring voice to the over 220 million Nigerians. It was a vision that came to my heart about 10 years ago. I remember that I was traveling. I traveled out of the country, on airline. And I had this unpleasant experience. It was a trip to an African country from Nigeria, and I actually went with a local flight from Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention the name of the airline, and then it was to South Africa. and we landed in South Africa. And let me just paraphrase it. When I was coming back, I had some money, some dollars, and that someone had given to me to hand over to another person in Nigeria. So I wanted to help out. I didn't want to carry the cash on myself. So for whatever reason, I opted to. I had a small case, and I felt that it was safer for me to put the money in my luggage. So I put it in a safe place in my luggage, got everything intact, and I checked in my luggage. My arrival in Nigeria, I was standing and was waiting by the carousel just so that I could pick up my luggage, and then I was there for 1 hour and waiting for my luggage. I didn't know that my luggage already arrived, and it was one of the luggage that was moving around on the carousel. So after about 1 hour wait, I looked to my left and my right. Almost everybody had gone. I think there were just about 2 or 3 left. So I beckoned on the woman that was on my side, and I noticed she was really in tears. Madam, what happened? She said, her bag has just been torn and a lot of things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it. And since that day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around, it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on. I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, "Okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA?" Anyway, so I went on BA to US, and of course, on our return from US to Nigeria, we had to do. Of course, there will be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. I mean, clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy. The whole of that business economy, all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot. And then I was watching. And then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, "We're really very sorry about this." He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. "So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing. While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve it. They couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they come up and said, we're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get. So trust Nigerians, you need to hear how everybody was jubilating, But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on a BA. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenient, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. I mean, it was my first time with BA, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny, talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. My officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they brought this parcel wrapped. I opened it, and boom, I brought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from BA. So what's the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible, no apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very managed, well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, we have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking, my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Hala came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration, to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHallaTV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHalla TV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy, all right? We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team, we have lawyers that are registered on our platform, all right, that can also take up cases, okay? So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So, ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers to, we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end, and yet they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country, none. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers. We bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from a supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, "Oga, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Oga, na me make am. Let me make am now. That's why I buy am." Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of this, because I did a lot of, I went around, you know, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. You know, I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, you know, and then what happened? We were going to go out, and he was going to dress up. So he said, "Oh," to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, "Oh, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. You know, oh, let me try this, let me just stand, use that to iron my shirt, and we can go out." So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, you know, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! The guy was raged. Then he goes, What just happened?" So he said, No, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? You know, I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack. There was a card inside it. Inside that card was a call, number to call. And he called the shop or wherever he got the thing from. I was hearing the conversation that was going on. And all he said to them on the phone was, "Look, you know, by the time he even called, you know, clearly because they already, through the call, they could trace where he was calling from and who was calling. He said, "Yeah, I picked up this number, I picked up this iron yesterday, and guess what? I just plugged it to power, and then this thing just, you know, didn't work." At the other hand, I could hear the voice, "Oh, we're so sorry. We're sorry about that." And they said, "This is your address, yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you a replacement." All right. So my friend ended the call and dropped the. So I said, "So what's going to happen?" He said, "Don't worry yourself now. Shebi, we're here. They will bring a replacement." I said, "They will bring a replacement." He said, "Yes." I said, They won't even try to check whether it was your fault, because it could have been your fault. Maybe you didn't do something well about the first. No, it can't be his fault. Shebi is a brand new item that he bought. While we were still talking, in fact, I'm not even sure it was up to 30 minutes or so, we had a knock on the door. He himself said he must be the dispatch person. By the time he opened the door, it was a dispatch man that was on the other side. And then the dispatch man was at the door. Just watch this. Was at the door. I was seated in the sitting room. The guy was at the door to meet with the dispatch guy. The dispatch man that brought the replacement iron, you know, I heard him say, "We're so sorry." So I was so shocked. I mean, a dispatch man, this guy is a dispatch, so also apologize. I was so touched by it that even a dispatch man was so trained, you know, to tell the guy, "We are so sorry." And guess what? He brought the replacement iron. By the time my guy opened the iron, it was a bigger size iron. So they replaced with a bigger size iron. The guy never asked for the one that went bad. He didn't say, "Oga, where is the other one that we gave to you," so that he could take it back. No, he just bought a new one and gave it back. So I asked my friend, I said, "Can you interpret this to me?" He said, "Here in London, if they didn't do this, they know the next thing I will do." So I'm just going to grab a lawyer. And I'm going to tell them they've destroyed something in my house. By the time I'm done, they will pay through their nose. Because the consumers are conscious. of their rights. In Nigerian consumers, even those who are aware, won't even take the battle up. Everybody just go, what can we do now? Today they wake up and ban this. What can we do now? So we're going to change the narrative. We have to stand up. So the vision of ConsumerHalla TV is really to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the minds of consumers and provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria. Thus, we believe, will be forming part of that our overall vision, of creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. Please. So, I think that we'll make our impact. We ask you to join us on this journey. ConsumerHalla TV will drive engagement. It will also be there to help to promote brands that are doing what is right. So we're not out to criticize any brand. Rather, we have to complement what the brands are doing, because there is no organization that or a business that was set up to fail. Nobody set up a business to fail. So there are just gaps that needs to be fixed. So together we can fix things, and together we believe that we will create the right story for consumers in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Mind the Gap. This is a weekly broadcast program on ConsumerHalla TV that helps draw attention to everyday avoidable gaps in customer service delivery with the overall aim of strengthening existing relationships between brands and their consumers. I am Iremofe Kofoworola. On this edition of the program, we will be examining the topic, how to convert an unruly customer to a loyal customer. Before I introduce our guests, let me give a brief background to our discussion. In various industries across Nigeria, there have been different cases of challenging customer interactions between brands and their customers. Customers have different character traits, unique needs, and brand expectations. All this can uniquely affect how customers react to services rendered by companies, which could lead to unruly customer behavior. According to Zendex benchmark data, half of customers would switch to other competitors just after one bad experience. And how can brands manage unruly customer behavior and convert such a customer to a loyal one? Join me as our guest, Mr. Stephen Olonshusi, business consultant, growth strategist, and associate director for the social services industry at OPE Nigeria, shall be discussing an insightful topic with us today. Welcome on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Iremofe.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Same here.
And we know that when it comes to the customer service, it's a whole lot. And sometimes customers could become unruly, and that could lead to different altercations between a customer service agent and also the brand. And the customer, I mean. So at what point can a customer exhibit unruly behavior?
Okay, I would say that any customer that is frustrated and unattended to could exhibit unruly behavior generally. So when a customer is frustrated, means that he's not pleased, and most importantly, the response or the complaint, however it is, was not responded to. Every customer has that potential, actually. However, the first intention of a customer is not to act anyhow, it's not to be aggressive. The first intention is just to make their complaint. But most times when the complaint is not heard, when they feel that you do not rate them, you do not respect them, you do not think they're important, that is when they tend to exhibit unruly behavior. So that's at that point when you're not listening to them, they're not being heard, they feel they're not important to you, or you do not respect them. That's when they tend to act that way. Yeah.
Interesting one out there, because I mean, you just stated that it's not always our intention to be unruly, and in that sense they become disrespectful. Some could be aggressive, and they could yell at you and say all sort of nasty things.
Those are the characteristics of
I was going to ask, so what trait does an unruly customer exhibit?
Impatience, aggression. They could talk over you. In fact, some could go as for physical experience, say they are able to see you. Some could go as far as wanting to go physical. However, most times they are aggressive, they shout, they are impatient, they don't even want to listen. And most of the time it comes from they feel you didn't listen to them, so why should they? They feel they are not being heard, so they want to speak loud, just like the normal theory. If I'm talking and you're not hearing me, I want to shout. So they feel they're not being heard, so they want to shout. So they raise their voice because they feel they're not being heard. So most of the time, that's the trait. Aggression, impatience, just like I said, they don't want to listen because you didn't listen to them at first. Right? I think most times, even on the street, you see people say, calm down. You tell somebody that is angry to calm down. That is a fuel to the fire. Don't tell me to calm down. And mostly because I was calm. When I made my complaint, you didn't listen to me. So you can't tell me to calm down now. Right? So I think those are the traits exhibited.
Wow, and we know that across different sectors, we've seen cases of unruly behavior exhibited by customers. And customers always believe that they are right, no doubt. You understand? But you get to see how some of these cases have been handled. Before I cite a recent case that happened about a few months back, I would just want to ask, why do you think most or some Nigerian companies, they fail at managing customer behavior? Things that shouldn't go out of proportion, at the end of the day, they escalate it. It should have been, well managed. So why do you think some of them, because at the end of the day, if a customer is not satisfied and they have bad experience, they would want to try out other competitors. Then you have other competitors. Why shouldn't you manage all this kind of behavior?
So I think one of the reasons why some Nigerian companies, better used, feel like managing unruly customer behavior is primarily because some companies see it as cost rather than a growth channel. Companies most time focus on onboarding, for a better word, sales, rather than managing customer relationship. And I can tell you for free that 80% of your revenue comes from returning customer. Just about 10 to 20% comes from first-time customer. So no company can survive on a first-time buyer, on a first-time. Really, it has to be most companies now. It has to be customer that have bought from you, they trust you, they either refer or they are coming back. That is how you can make. So when companies just focus on come and buy, go, and not on how do I build relationship, how do I please you, you bought before, I still have to attend to you. Right? So when companies don't see that, they just see it as, have we sold, is there a new convert, have we onboarded a new person, and that is their goal. So they tend to focus more on the sales department, a bit on the marketing department a little bit, then less on the customer experience or customer service team. So that is the reason why. So they hire untrained staff, they do not train them, they do not give them enough incentive, they do not attend to them as they should. So most times this untrained staff respond to customer
aggressively.
Yes, give them back to back the way they're responding, instead of, if they have been trained, if they have been provided with resources,
information, and sometimes
yes,
they don't even understand their job description.
Yes, because a lot of companies do not have that policy. They just have this stringent fixed policy, whereas for customer experience in businesses, nothing is fixed. As fixed as a policy can be, there is a need to still be able to be flexible, move around, to attend to cases as it is. No two cases are the same. Now, no two customers are coming. They might have similar complaints,
or something.
yeah, but their experience, really, the experiences are not the same. So there are times that you have to adjust based on the peculiarity of that customer. So I think that is the reason why most companies in Nigeria seem not to. They focus more on the sales than the customer experience, forgetting that it is the customer experience that eventually bring the sales and the revenue that you need.
I love that. That is so insightful, and I believe this is an eye-opener for any business owner, because sometimes, like you said, they believe policies are not meant to be flexible, but they just want to focus more on the sales and customer experience. If it's a very good one, they would always want to even refer and
yes,
refer and
trust
refer.
me, yes.
So like I said earlier on, we are going to start a case that happened in Nigeria that everybody, I mean, it was not just a case that happened, but like 2 cases happened almost at the same time.
Okay.
And that is the case of Comfort Emerson, who was a passenger on an Ibom Air flight in August 2025. And she was allegedly to have refused to switch off her phone, verbally abused and physically assaulted flight crew. And this truly is a case of unruly behavior as she has exhibited at the time. And do not forget, they said allegedly. Now in that kind of scenario now, you saw that, okay, this customer was uncooperative. She wasn't ready to do what was meant to be done. And in as much as you are not listening to authorities, that is an unruly behavior. Now that is an example in aviation sector.
Right.
Now let us now apply it generally, even in banking sector, in different sectors, even healthcare. We have, I mean, somebody is dying and the doctor is like, we just have to wait or something, and the patient is getting impatient at that point. Or it's bank, I want my money, you are telling me I can't withdraw now, the internet is not working. So this kind of situation whereby you are trying to address an issue and the customer is not even on the same page with you, how can this kind of behavior be handled? How can it be managed rather across all boards?
Okay, the case study you cited is a tricky one, really, and I'll try to be careful.
That's why I try to like just pick out some cards that
but really, I think just like sales and every other business, there's a general model, right, that is fundamental, and just like customer experience to handling customer behavior, right? I'll say you stay calm, stay professional, and try to offer safety. Those are the key things that should be on your mind. Stay calm, stay professional. No matter the sector you are, I think in your mind as a customer service agent, person, professional, you should stay calm and stay professional. Now, you must remember that you are representing a brand.
Exactly.
You are not there for yourself, for a brand. The customer is there for himself or herself. You are not there for yourself, you are there for a brand. So whatever you do, have that at the back of your mind. For that case, I really think there is a better way to handle that. Exactly. You should have done that, say, separate and conquer. You don't need to go band to band. Yes, and like, you don't give energy for energy as a way of handling customer behavior. It doesn't work. It will never work. That case, really, I just thought that they could have handled it in a better way. If the crew members or they had been calmer and more professional, it wouldn't have gotten to that extent. That's one. And number two, which is, okay, after staying calm, stay professional, I think everybody just wants to hear an explanation. If I'm a customer and I come on to you, however you want to, the first thing is I expect you to listen to me, understand me, and then explain to me. Everybody just wants an explanation. Nobody is really unreasonable. It's just because you have not explained to them. Everybody wants you to feel like they are important and they are respected. If on that flight, I don't know what happened, and I'm not going to speak into it, but really, if the conversation have gone in a Good morning, our esteemed passenger. We understand that you want to respond to message, and however, at this moment, we will appreciate if you can just for a little time for this and this to happen due to this. We will just appreciate, and as soon as we are safe, we would ask you to put in. I think, again, like I said, I don't really know what I think it would have been better. So for every conversation, every industry, if you try to make your customers feel important, feel respected, feel valued, feel heard, then you can proceed really. Again, to that case, I think if you are still professional, don't give. I'm tempted to go deeper into it because I talk to businesses as a business consultant. I am startups, and I tell them this is the most important part of your business after the quality of your product. Even I don't want to compare to sales, but this is very important because it's good for you to get the first time customer, but it is better if they can come back again. And how will they come back? Not just because of the quality of your product, but because of the experience. Most people in Nigeria buy by emotion, and that is to say that it is not just the quality, right? It is not logic. This is better than this, but it is, I like these people. I enjoy. The enjoyment is not really in the quality, it's in how they feel, right? And it is what it is, right? So many people use brands today, not really for the quality. They don't mind spending that high just because of how they feel, how you made them feel
good.
Yes, and the experience generally. So I think they could have handled it better, really. And to other sector, 1, stay calm. 2, stay professional. 3, understand that you are representing a brand. There are things that you could take outside. That takes me back to when I said companies don't train their staff, right? Because you make them understand that you're training staff, looking at who should I employ. We are different. So those you employ in customer service are different from those you employ in sales. Those you employ in risk, in compliance, in human resource. Why? Because there are some character traits that you need from them. You have to be able to control yourself. You have to be patient. You have to have the ability to listen well, because those are the traits and character that are needed for that role, right? That person might not be able to do other job, compliance or whatever, but you have to. So if companies look at those traits, then they will know the right person to employ, because you have to look at the part of energy for energy. You are representing a brand, so you can't give that out.
And sometimes, thank you very much for all that. I mean, very deep, and I believe different brands can pick 1 or 2 lessons from that. And that's also the main reason people, especially customer service agents, they need to have empathy and also personalize the person's pain.
Exactly.
So, because if you put yourself in their shoes, you'd understand them better. And okay, I would have asked this, but let me just ask it something so brief.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't necessarily blame the companies or the brands because they might have done everything they need to do. But there are some customers, it seems that they are insatiable. They will always complain, they are difficult to satisfy, and they have very unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. So how do companies then handle this kind of customers? Every time they're always exhibiting this possible unruly behavior.
Okay, so I know there might be, right, but like I said the other time, that no customer is coming with the intention that no, I want to break you people's brand. It is first because they were not heard, first because they were not responded to as at the time they send the message, right? And like you mentioned, that one of the important things is that you should have empathy as customer service professional. Feel their pain, let them know. For me, in the sector where I play currently, I play in the finance fintech sector, and right, if somebody comes with a complaint, it is with money. I am so sorry. First thing, I tender an unreserved apology on behalf of my brand, my company. We are so sorry because we have cost you already. You needed the money at the time, you didn't get it, or whatever, for whatever. Even if the mistake was not ours, we apologize first. We feel your pain. Make them feel that you know why they are breaking, if that is the right word to use, right? And make them feel that you understand. Then go ahead with your explanation. If I message you that something is wrong, in my years of experience, I've seen people come in angry, and after explanation, and you give them, ma, this is what happened, we are so sorry, but we are trying to do this and we will do this, and you follow up, you see that it is yeah. And for customers that seem to, so first thing is you need to know how to set expectations. So again, in my sector, yeah, I work with OPay, yeah, and some customer will come, say, so I focus on key accounts, and they come, yeah, I would onboard, but I need loan, right? Yeah, but I'm going to tell you almost immediately, I know you need loan, we give loan to a merchant, however, you have to have bank with us for about 6 months so that we can see the consistency in your behavior, in how you transact and all of that before we can discuss. So I'm saying that so that my goal is not to onboard you, you telling me you need loan, and the first month, end of first month or second month, you're telling, where is the loan? You told me other people are giving loan. I already told you from the start. It will take, so when that expectation is not well spelled out, there are times that it brings frustration. And so that is why, so some brands set an unexpected or expectations are quite
they give empty
real.
promises.
Yeah. So you already set the ball in motion, you already promised them, and you're coming back not fulfilling that. So that is actually most of the time.
Yeah,
yes.
Overpromise
yes.
and all that.
On that deliver. So that is most of the time. People that come back raking is because you told them something else and you are doing something different.
Interesting. This is getting more insightful, and but you know what? You have to go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with OPay, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment to, yeah. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Alright, welcome back. If you are just joining us, you are watching Mind the Gap, and we are discussing how to convert an unruly customer to a loyal customer. And our guest is still Mr. Stephen Olorunshisi. You made mention of so many points before the break, and I mean, I've learned myself, and I'm quite sure every other brand, they've learned one or two things, and it boils down to the fact that there are needs for resolutions at the end of the day. Every customer wants, you know, their complaints to be resolved, and there are crucial roles as active listening it plays. Now let's look at as a business consultant to yourself, how have you been able to you know, help out different businesses that have issues with customers who exhibit unruly behavior?
Okay, like I mentioned the other time, that I tell customer businesses that you should know that your goal in whatever you're doing is that you convert customers, you get them, but beyond getting them, you ensure that they come back. That is where your revenue, your profit is, them coming back. So, and that comes from, one, the quality of your product, and two, the experience they have. All right. So if a customer is acting anyhow, you have to first understand them, empathize with them. I am so sorry, I understand why you feel this way. You know, we are Nigerians. Somebody once told me, and I think I use it in my day-to-day life, and particularly in business, that everybody likes to be respected.
Exactly.
And this is how respect works. If I want it, I just take it, I throw it at you. Default setting, you throw it back at me. let me use the most uncommon one, Nigerian police. If on the highway, they are there, and or maybe across the gate, and I just slow down, I wind down. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing? Under the sun, how have you been? So sorry, well done. Some people can say not every time, but I can promise you that most of the time, oh God, well done, how are you doing? And I'm not doing that so that they, but just if you throw respect at people, so also customers, they want to be respected. So if I'm so sorry you feel this, I was trying to transfer yesterday, you know, I'm so sorry, sincerely apologize, you must have wanted to use that money of, I'm so sorry, may I know what I first apologize, telling the person I feel your pain. A customer tried to reach me around 2 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, because she needed to make a purchase. That means, you know, these prices will increase overnight. Yeah, so she got that information. She was trying to make a purchase. Luckily, I was awake, right? And she was saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, I understand that a 1 naira, 10 naira, yes, a 10 naira difference. I know what it will mean to you, and I'm ready and I'm happy to help." And you cannot believe that experience. She had referred me to how many clients I could mention now, right? And those are the little things that matter. Telling them you feel their pain, that I understand why you want to do this, and days that you cannot meet the expectation, I'm so sorry. Okay, we will do this, we'll do that. I have a customer. I think I would end that we needed a feature on our product, wasn't available yet. We do not have it, and I don't even know if we're trying to do that. But I give feedback. I'm so sorry we don't have this. These are the things that we have. And tomorrow, what you asked for yesterday, I'm so sorry. We reported it already. We are going to work on it. But for now, these are the things that we have. This is how we can help. Everybody just wants to be respected. Want to feel like I am part of this. You know that I'm important and I'm ready. So if I sell rice and you give me a complaint, yes. Because every complaint is a feedback, is a way of improving what you do. It just means you are not doing it perfectly. You can do this better and better. And really, so I hope I answered that part of the question.
I mean, you've said so much and you've covered so much on these, even within a short period. You've been able to highlight basic things. And, you know, I believe every customer watching too can know that they can pick one or two things from it, and brands can also learn. Now, you've said so much. Now, on a final note, how do you think a company can identify obvious gaps and also convert an unruly customer to a loyal one? How can they do that?
Okay, so I think for company, the first is they need to understand the gap, the complaint. Right, so because if you do not get the complaints first, you cannot treat the cases. So what are the complaints? Complaints, like I said, they are feedbacks. So it means that you are not doing something well. So companies need to take all of those complaints and sit down and see how they can fix that. So if they are able to fix that, one, they're able to solve that. Number two, training their staff, being intentional about their customer service department, because they are the one that brings back your team. And so if you train them well on all of these things, being patient, responding with empathy, not giving energy for energy, knowing that they are important to your business. Yes. They listen. Customers are kings, but even kings, they listen to advice. They listen to people. Yeah. Kings listen. So treat them as king, but also give advice. Yeah. So that is companies should just focus on what are the complaints, pick it together. What should we do? How do we make the product better? How do we reduce this complaint? Number one. Number two, train the people that are going to be responding, right? How do you respond? Be calm, be professional, be patient. Don't give energy back for energy and all of those things. And I can promise you that the complaints will reduce. People will listen. Again, everybody just wants to be heard. We are all reasonable beings.
I love that, and that is our motto. You deserve to be heard.
Amazing.
We are a consumer advocacy channel.
Okay,
our focus basically is on consumers. So, like you said, everyone deserves to be heard, and every customer is a king. And like you rightly said, kings even listen. It's very important for brands to know this. And I picked a point earlier. Let me just reiterate. And you said earlier that it's not the quality of your product alone that makes them come back.
Yes.
It's the experience. You can have
Yes.
a very nice product, and I mean, you don't have good customer service,
And they will just
nobody will come back.
Yes, and not forgetting that no one product is in the market. Trust me, you think your product is best, be there. You just see another brand, another competitor that will do something same or even might not be up to that, but they'll just enjoy it. So don't think you're just the only one.
Interesting. I wish you could go on, but because of our time, and I mean, I'm so happy that you were able to be here today. Thank you so much, Mr. Steven, who's a business consultant. And in case you need, advice, you need help, you need to grow on your business, I'm quite sure he is available for you. Just a phone call, even if it is 3 a.m. He's there for you.
Well, for the right price, yes, that one.
All right, this is all we can expound on today's edition of Mind the Gap, and thank you for staying tuned. And I'm quite sure you've learned one or two things today. Till I grace your screen the next edition. Remember, customers are kings, and you can always make them come back for a very feel good experience. Bye for now.
Lights, camera, action. Today we celebrate originality, art, and excellence, and that is why we are the red carpet at O2 Academy to celebrate resilience and production of 4 projects by students who have done brilliantly well in the world of filmmaking. And today we are so happy because we've seen this production and they've gone through different processes, and that is why we all are so excited to watch the end product of this. Now join me as we capture the moment through our lens. My name is Iremofe Koforola. Hello, can we meet you?
My name is Wabu Samuel Peace. I'm a director, video editor, and what else do I do? So I also do a bit of tech too.
Yeah, I would say congratulations on your story. And you wrote on the Progiga, right? So can you tell us more about that story? What really inspired that story?
What inspired that story is I know we all have this one person in our family that is always giving the family headache, that's one black sheep in the family, and because I live in an environment where I've seen all of these things. I have friends who are very wayward, who do not listen to their parents, and I've seen their parents easily give up on such children. So I in my movie I try to inform the public that okay, I know sometimes you might be fed up, sometimes you're tired of seeing these things. At times you pray and nothing is happening. It's just for you to not give up, to keep pushing, and that's it.
Interesting one out there. So what would you say to parents now that I know you mentioned in the story, because sometimes some were asking questions that should we just leave it to the spiritual aspects whereby you just pray for them? What about you talking to the child also, trying to scold them? So what would you say to parents who have been trying to correct their children and it seems like nothing's working out?
Okay, I think in scolding your children, because you rebuke them in love. Now when you rebuke a child and you don't tell what he or she does, they will start wondering, why did they rebuke me? What have I done? Is it every time? You understand? So as a parent, and in this generation, we have a lot of sports children. We have a lot of children who are not, who are not well brought up. Now, prayer works. I believe in prayer a lot. Prayer works. So, and I also believe that talking to your children in a way that will sit well with them, not shouting. Shouting can't do it. I mean, when I was growing up, our parents shout. If shouting and flogging would change a child, at least we have a lot of better children. We have a lot of good children. Okay, for example, check the touts, check the agbero. Would you want to say they were not raised well? Would you want to say their parents didn't flog them enough? Would you want to say they didn't go through discipline? They were disciplined. They went through discipline, but at the end, they turned out to be something else. So I think talking to your children, giving them in love, and praying for them. You understand? Pray. We've seen pastor child who turns out to be cultist in school. We've seen pastor children who turns out to be prostitutes in school. Would you want to tell me that their parents didn't try, or they were not disciplined? No, they were disciplined. But I feel, make your child your best friend, your friend. Talk to him. What's up, So with that, prayer with that, I think you would have, better children.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see more of your projects. I can't really wait. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, can I meet you?
All right, so I'm Ifeke Francis. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a director, I'm a cinematographer, and I'm a video editor as well.
Wow, many parts embodied in one. Your film, My Country Happened, right? What really inspired that story? Because I know, no doubt, October 2020, there were Nigerians, most especially the youth, protested against police brutality, and there were a lot of killings and all that. So, what really inspired, because that story was very relatable, I could see so many young Nigerians in that story. So, what really inspired that story for you?
All right, so twice I've encountered police where we had to exchange words, things escalated. So I think I drew my story from that angle. So the first one was just normal routine check. Before you know, someone lifted up my shirt. I was like, why are you harassing me? And it turned into something else. So, and when NSAS now came in, I was like, this is me as well. It wasn't about the phone or bands. This was something that was happening on a daily basis. So you hear a police officer telling you, I will shoot you and nothing will happen. So I also didn't write this film just to demean the Nigerian police. They are doing a great job, but this was written out of a social how will I put it? A social commentary. So this is it. This is what you guys, what was happening. We can do better. You get, so it wasn't a way of demeaning the Nigerian police, but because I've also had a first-hand treatment from them several times. So that brought it. And I think something happened in Lagos State before I came into Lagos. So I heard the story while I was in Lagos then, where I think 25th of December, a lady was shot dead because of money. You didn't give me money. So I think when the idea to write the film came up, and I just figured out, okay, you know what, this story I heard here, let me do something about it, and I have a tweak in here and there to make something come up.
That was a very nice one. So, what greatest inspiration do you have for storytelling generally?
All right, for me, I think writing stories is good, but giving us a real first-hand story about what has happened is always better. So you see where you say inspired by, based on true life stories, those movies are more
relatable than just fictional movies. Just came up to now say this is this or that. So when you write stories out of a context of stuff that people have experienced, true life experiences, biography about people, that story is more likely to reach the soul of persons, because people watching you are also, they're not watching you just for I want to spend time on Netflix. They want to be deep. They want to sink into your movie. So when you are able to capture your audience attention, so you end up watching a movie for 3 hours. Have you asked yourself why? It's because it's relatable. But movies are not relatable. In an hour 30 minutes, you feel like jumping to something else. So it's writing something relatable, something that people have experienced, things people are talking about, talked about discussions. Those are movies that drives and keep audience attentions.
Beautiful. So where do you see yourself in the next few years?
All right. So few years. Being one of the first and foremost, and the fan filmmaking, I am seeing myself as a not just a brand, but a household name. Because so we can have Dangote, we can have Tigiomo, we can have Clarence Peter. I think we can have a different film as well. Yeah. So on stage, making more movies, also going into commercials and music videos as well. Yeah. So not just film. So and the fan film is not just. I'm not here just to do film by God's grace. So I want to go into commercials. I also want to go into music videos as well.
Thanks so much for your time. Hello and congratulations on your film, The Nail Polish. So how do you feel today, people watching your work? It's just like somebody has betted a baby and everybody has gathered to name that baby. Yeah. But we are not just naming the baby has been named already. So how do you feel people watching The Nail Polish?
I feel ecstatic. I'm so happy, relieved. Finally, after like many months of production and just hard work, I'm very, very happy.
Now, I know that is very symbolic, and someone who has not watched might not really understand. And I love your angle towards the story, talking about the male child specifically. So why did you feel like there was need for attention on the male child?
Because we don't get enough stories. We don't have a lot of people who are willing to tackle a topic like this. It's very sensitive. I mean, who wants to touch a topic like this? Most of the time we hear of women being abused, which I love the conversation, but when can we hear about conversation about men who have also experienced this abuse as well? We have brothers, we have uncles, we have fathers who have experienced this, and yet we have not created a safe space where we can have a conversation, a genuine, honest and human conversation about this. So I just felt like I needed to tell this story.
Interesting one. I love your boldness and I love the fact that you could tell this kind of story. So for someone who has experienced this kind of abuse, what advice would you give them to make them heal? Because it's not easy to heal.
No, it's not. I would encourage them to speak up. It's very hard. You're going to feel a lot of emotions. Like Donso in the movie, he experienced a lot of confusion and anger. And like I mentioned before starting this movie, I did a survey and most of the responses really shocked, really scared me almost. The aggression that these men felt because of what they experienced was something that needed an outlet, and I feel like they need to speak up. They need to seek out for help because help is there waiting for them. Yeah.
I love that. Help is there and waiting for them. Finally, if I let you go, and if your life were to be a movie right now, what would it be?
Let's say To Kill a Monkey.
Oh, seriously? Wow, that really got me laughing, right? Interesting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Ebenolowa Afode and I am the director of Red Nail Polish. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
She spoke first.
Congratulations on your film. She spoke first. Can you just describe first? I would like to meet you, and can you describe what emotions you were going through when you were like penning down that? Because it was really an emotional one, and it speaks about healing. It talks about trauma. It talks about so many things, all embodied in one story. So I would want to know what was going through your mind while writing that story.
Okay, thank you so much. Like I said during the screening, the movie is basically a film that a story I wanted to tell that people can watch and just like feel like, okay, I'm not alone. Especially for people that share the same experience with me. The story I wanted to touch on generations and how each generation has unique experiences that sum up or lead up to how they are. So it's not a film that I want anybody to bash anybody, but I just want to tell a story that helps us to empathize with our mothers more, and more than just like apportioning blames and getting angry. We feel the emotions, like feel that okay, if they knew better, they would have done better. But the way they trained us was basically what they knew. Basically, that was like the whole idea, and I'm so excited that the reception I got. I was actually so nervous about how people would like respond to the film, but I'm very grateful for the reception I got. Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the different characters. It's cuts across different, like 3 generations. So which generation do you find really so difficult to build the character?
I'll say mostly the oldest woman, Mama Ijoma, because I grew up, I stayed for some time with my grandma, but I didn't really fully experience her like as much as I would have experienced my mom. So I'll say I got some ideas based on other people's experiences, like speaking with my mom, hearing how her mother, treated her, some like her own experience growing up, and that was what will I say motivated or inspired me to write about Mama Ijoma. But based off just what people said, that was how I was able to, write around Mama Ijoma. But I would say that was like maybe my most difficult character, because I had to use Igbo, I had to do some tiny research just so that everything I'm writing is correct. So yeah, I'd say that one was my most. Yeah,
I truly enjoyed it, and it really portrays strength in vulnerability, and it's a very deep story. So how did you get inspired to pick that title first? She spoke first, and it's really a lot. I want to know what inspired the title and the casting. I must say, amazingly, they did quite well. So the casting and the title.
Yeah, so for the title, like the whole idea is that my generation, this new generation, is a generation that is able to speak out and not suppress emotions. So that she spoke first is just symbolic to Ada speaking up. And she's the first person in her generation to actually have that kind of conversations, to realize that, oh, this thing that has been passed down is wrong. I don't want it to continue. So that's basically the whole concept or the whole inspiration behind the title, She Spoke First. And the casting, well, I needed to bring people that actually like bodied the character. So Mama Ijoma, I brought a woman in her early 60s that just owned the character. Imagine I brought a younger person, who wouldn't have been able to convey the emotion. So the castings were very intentional. Yeah.
Thank you. So now let's go a bit more personal away from She Spoke First. So what motivated you to really decide to tell stories, to make films, and who are your greatest influences in the movie or entertainment space?
Okay, so growing up, I watched a lot of Nollywood movies, and I think that was majorly my major inspiration. At the time when many people used to frown at old Nollywood, these movies now that we are seeing now, we are gassing up, I used to watch a lot of them growing up. My mom would rent them, would watch them, return the discs. So I think those were my major. I have a couple of foreign directors or writers that I like, even though I can't remember some of their names. But I know Nigeria, I read a lot of non-fiction films, and I also like African literature a lot. So I'd say those are like my core motivation for like my stories. African stories. I want to tell more African stories, and yeah, more African stories.
Your mom was in that room, and I mean, she saw your work. How proud are you for you to see like your mom seated there and she could watch your work?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I was a bit skeptical about bringing her though, but she has been very like supportive, especially around my like writing, and like she said, I've been writing for a really long time. But I mean, she has always been very supportive, even if she doesn't even understand what the story is about. She will always like be supportive. So I would say I'm happy that she's here and she's able to witness like this. Yeah.
Now this is your first story, so what should we look out for in the nearest future?
So yeah, I am looking out to like doing more documentary films. I want to make more documentary stories and also like non-fiction stories. I probably would try out stage films, stage plays too. Just stories that is like quick and easy to relate to. I don't want to fictionize anything. I just want it to be like raw emotions that people can relate to. So yeah, I would say I'll try out collaborating with my friends, my friends that I made in film school, and also like put out some more documentary films. Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Chioma John. I am the writer and director of She Spoke First. Keep watching ConsumerHalla TV.
Hello, good evening. Can we meet you?
Oh, my name is Aisha Mogaji.
I can see the smile.
I was an actor in She Spoke First, and my career path, I'm a brand strategist and account manager.
Interesting. Have you ever acted before? That was your first?
That was my first time.
Interesting. So can you walk us through the journey of embodying that character, because you killed it?
Okay, I would say She Spoke First is actually very personal to me, because this is something I think everybody has faced, everybody can relate to. The story was very beautiful. When I read it, I'm like, wow, how was she so... I don't know how to put the words. It was just a very beautiful thing, and it was something that I've gone through. So I think because I have faced it, it made it easier for me to understand Ada.
And you look like Ada. All right, so looking at that kind of story and you embodying that character, what advice would you give to parents or people who are still struggling with trauma or abuse faced from their own childhood?
Okay, I would say we should always give our parents grace. This is their first time living, but at the same time, in as much as we're giving them grace, we should not continue the cycle, because most of the emotions our parents are going through or they are passing down to us are something that their parent also did to them. So let's try as much as possible not to continue it. You don't like the way your parent makes you feel, make sure that when you give birth, you don't also carry on. Be the change you want to see. So that's what I would tell everybody.
Right, interesting. So if your life were to be a movie right now, what would that be?
Right now, life is showing me girl, but I would say brighter future.
All right, I believe that would definitely come. So that means you should be expecting to grace more of our screens, right?
Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed it, even though I had a lot of takes though, because that was my first time. But like, I would say I enjoyed watching myself, and it's actually a very different thing, acting and seeing everything come together. It was so beautiful. So yes, hopefully, my directors, please cast me.
Interestingly, high five. I'm rooting for you. Good evening, ma. Can I meet you, ma?
Good evening, son. How are you?
I'm fine, ma. Can I meet you, ma?
My name is Elizabeth Aswatalam, known as Mami Joma in the film. So I am very, very happy to be in your midst today, because when Chioma called me, when he called to meet me to come and act this set, I said, how will I do it? Because I have never acted before. So I don't know that side, but I said, okay, let me try. So when we come, I thank God that we started it and everything worked well. So thank God.
Looking at that character, someone cannot believe this is your first time acting. How were you able to really embody that character, and it was so interesting?
It's fantastic. It's God. It's God. You know, when I have grandchildren, so when I'm with them, we do them. They say, even in my area, when I talk, people look at me. They were laughing. They say you're acting. So I don't know. That's we make it real like that. So may the name alone, God name alone be glorified. Next time we will do more better than this.
So that means we are open for more opportunities.
Yes. Anytime you call me, anytime you people call me, I'm available.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Good evening. Can we meet you?
Hi, good evening. My name is James Ajibade. I'm representing Cracks TV. I head the digital team of Cracks TV.
Interesting. So let me come from the angle. Having watched the 4 short films tonight, and they told beautiful stories. So which of those 4 stories really stood out for you when it comes to the cinematography?
I think the last one we saw,
she spoke first.
Yeah, she spoke first. It stood out for me. Everything about it stood out for me, and the closest one to that I would say is this country something like that.
My Country Happened.
My Country Happened. Yes, that's those are my top 2. But yeah, she spoke first. Stood out for me. Cinematography, the story itself, the script was well written, and the fact that the story was very, very relatable. It was a lot.
Okay, so into digital and content creation. So what advice would you give to content creators and storytellers?
Consistency. Be consistent in whatever you do. It may not work out all the time, but don't let it get to you. Always stay consistent and keep grinding. And you don't know when your breakthrough will come. It will just come from the least expected content, the least expected work that you put out. So just keep grinding, keep going, and before you know it, you're out there, you're in the spotlight.
So if your life were to be a movie now, what would that be?
This is Super Story. So you mean title?
Yes, the title.
Title of my life. I've been through a lot actually. I've seen a lot, so it's difficult. But yeah, it's a mix of sad stories, a mix of happy stories. So I would say, I don't know. It's hard to think of his title right now, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't really think of any title right now. But, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Ikechukwu Okoro. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too. Yeah.
To begin with, we are part of the jury, and we had 4 short films. I know it must have really been a difficult one, trying to pick which one was better or which one was the best. So, how was the experience like for you, sir?
See, I would say I'm a creative myself. I'm an actor, and all the entire aspect of production matters to me. First thing I would say is that everyone who presented something that we watched there today, all of them are stars. Because there's something about being able to write, direct, coordinate, and get something that people can watch. All of them are stars. That's a given. I say that for all of them. But of course, because of what we have to do, it was a difficult job as a judge, because But again, you have to do what you have to do. So I enjoy the process, especially being in a position to encourage people to go further. Because what we're doing essentially as a judge is, look, you've done this. We'll tell you, the loopholes. We'll tell you how to cross your T's, how to, what to do the next time. And then you keep improving. Like I tell people, there is no perfection anywhere. What you have is excellence. Each one of them will go and become more and more excellent in what they do, because what we did here today is to say, look, you've done your best, and just keep creating. And I enjoyed being part of what O2 called me to do, because we're impacting lives. Because again, if you create, you need people to tell you, to guide you. Otherwise, you won't know how to get better and better and better. So being in that position to help them get better today, I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
Interesting one. Now let's go into your professional life. Let's talk about your upcoming project, Lekki. Okay. Yes, it's a series, and I've been privy to see the teaser or trailer of it. So yes, I've seen it, and Awe Ayobami is part of the character.
All right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's talk about that.
Okay. The producer and the director of Lekki, Mr. Imo Umoren, I worked with him some time ago, just first time, and he was stuck on me. He was like, I like this man. So when Lekki came up, he got in touch with me again. I played superintendent of police. Lekki is a beautiful project. It's a lovely project, and you can see the trailer.
Yeah.
Hot. I'm proud to be part of Lekki, and it's a lovely project. I just want to tell people, I was really happy being part of it. You understand? And then when the trailer came out and Mr. Omoran shared it, we all had to reshare. We reposted it because we're so excited, and it's something that will be different on television. Oh my God! It's the scripting, the cinematography. It's awesome. I'm happy to be part of Lekki. People should watch out for Lekki. It's gonna come with a bang. It's hot. It's hot. Yeah.
Thank you so much for it.
All right. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Can we meet you?
My name is Advocacy. I'm a producer, filmmaker, storyteller.
A man of many parts, and I must say I'm one of your biggest admirers of your projects, your productions. Fantastic job. So you were part of the jury today, and we had 4 short films, beautiful stories, well told and well layered and all that. So as a man of many parts, as a cinematographer, a director, a producer, so which of these 4 stories stood out the most for you?
The thing is, all of them stood out in different ways, right? Red Nail Polish stood out for its quirkiness. It's a very different kind of storytelling. My country had very relatable Nigeria, and you almost felt like you're watching some upgraded version of Super Story. You understand, which is good, which is a very brilliant thing to do. And then you have She Spoke First, which is more heartfelt. It's like a bunch of, you understand. So they all stood out, but for different things.
Yeah. So interesting. So how was it like for you to be part of the jury to decide specifically, okay, this stood out and all that? So what was really going through your mind in the process of deciding? So, when you were, deciding which one was better than the other, because I know it takes a whole lot to really decide.
Whenever you're part of a jury, there are certain things you have to consider. And I've done this a few times internationally, so I'm kind of used to the process. The idea is, I think the first thing is, we've got to separate sentiment from the film. You understand what I'm saying? There are some films that feel relatable, but they have bad cinematography. That doesn't make them So you understand what I'm saying? So it was very academic, and the also academic made it easier. They gave us certain criteria, that we had to check for. So it was pretty straightforward, really. So it was easy to just say, "Oh, script, this was good," and then yeah.
Interesting. So let's talk about your projects. One of your projects that I love so much, and I think anyone who has not watched The Delivery Boy is actually, joking. Let me put it that way. So that is a very powerful story that talk about terrorism, that talk about a lot of things. And I remember, when that talk about young boys, when they have to face a lot of things such as that. So what really inspired that story for you?
Life, actually. One of the things I always do with film is, like you said it's about terrorism, but I just see terrorism as the canvas upon which I painted the human story that I was telling. You understand? So it's just a lot of times I make stories that come from questions I am trying to answer, because I feel if I'm trying to answer the question, there must be 50 million people or 200 million people having the same questions, and then I try to find my own unique answers to them. Then I share the answers with the rest of you, and then let's see how it goes.
So what should your fans be expecting from you? What projects should they be looking forward to seeing, for the rest of the year or coming 2026?
Oh yeah, I'm looking for a very simple way to say this, but you should expect a lot of madness. Because over the years, one of the things that I have tried to experiment with is the Nigerian film industry has grown. We can't deny it. But we also can't deny the places where we're lacking. And one of the things that I'm particular about is story. Do you understand? Production value, yeah, we got production value, but how do we tell the story and the storytelling? And we've spent the last few years just digging deep into that art form. And you know that I don't just make films, I make TV commercials, I make documentaries. So we're bringing all of that experience into narrative storytelling. So yeah, expect stories that will make you worry. So yeah. Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. And thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you, man.
Good evening, sir. Can we meet you?
My name is Jack. I'm also Jack. I'm also Kaiser Jack.
So you witnessed the event tonight, and it was a screening of 4 powerful short films with powerful messages. So out of all these 4 films, which one stood out the most for you?
The color of your red carpet, red fingernails. Is that what it was called?
The nail polish.
The nail polish. Yeah, that struck me.
Why was that striking for you?
I think I wasn't expecting it. The other lines are fairly relatable lines, but I didn't expect that. It took me by surprise, and I think it was a good idea, especially from a young lady.
So if you would give anyone an advice now, somebody who is interested in storytelling, probably in any aspect, in any angle, in any format, what advice would you give such a person?
Depth of thought. Your thinking has to be deep. You have to do things that will make your thinking deep. You just have to keep going lower and take the elevator of creativity, bore through the ground, drill down. You just have to get a deeper version of your story. You can always go deeper. I'll vote for depth any day. You have 2 weeks to create a movie. Use 12 days thinking, and then come out with magic.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Pleasure is mine.
Good evening, Mr. Uchi. But let me say, how do you feel tonight seeing all your students coming out with amazing projects? Each one were well layered, beautiful stories, well told, the cinematography and all that. How do you feel seeing their created works?
When a woman gives birth after 9 months of labor, right? You're just looking at your child like this. That's how I feel right now. I'm excited. I am excited for the Nigerian industry. I'm excited for my students. I mean, it's gone beyond teacher-student thing into a mentorship thing. So I've been able to help them bet their very first film, and as an academy, we are very excited about what it is to come.
Interesting one out there, and I would want to know the rigorous processes that went into. I mean, each of these films has its different processes, I know, because they tell different stories. But would you just want to share with us few of the rigorous processes that went into production of these films?
It's that every film you make, right, is a challenge, right? So from pre-production to production to post-production, several challenges. I mean, the red nail polish actors that she has rehearsed with for 2 weeks cancelled on the day of the shoot. So we had to, what you saw now, there were backups. People that were just called up and say, okay, there's a gap, we need to fill this gap now. Equipment has been rented, space has been rented, and there's no way we can. That was one of the challenges. Second challenge, the same red nail polish, the restaurant that was supposed to be used started saying, oh, I never said I was going to allow you to use it for free. Go and bring 200k. So we started looking for a new restaurant and all that. Similar story with She Spoke First. They had to change the lead on the day of the shoot. So the person that worked 2 weeks, 3 weeks for the entire thing, that literally knows the story. I'm sure when she sees this movie out there, she'll be saying, no, this should have been me, right? So on the day of the shoot, she had to call to cancel because of family engagement or one of those other things. Similar story with the others. Card runs full, battery dies, camera is not coming on. I mean, all those small challenges come true. Well, I mean, that's what makes you a filmmaker. If you don't have, I would say, the R, right, that you would, or if I can give a word R, I would say resilience has to be a key thing inside of you when it comes to filmmaking, because you would have, there's so many times the entire process will push your back to the wall, but how are you able to fight back to see a premiere like this? That's what makes you a filmmaker.
Interesting. So before I let you go now, if your life were to be a song right now, what would it be?
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Would that be the title?
No. You know, when they ask you these kind of questions, you just forget. I know songs. I can't find any song. Alright, so I'm excited. I am joyous. Joy. Is there any joy song? Joy is coming. Joy is coming. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm filled with joy. Joy.
Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate this moment.
Thanks for
I'm looking forward to seeing more projects that will change the narratives in audio.
Awesome. I'm looking forward as well. Bye.
From Red Nail Polish to My Country Happened to She Spoke First and The Prodigal, we've seen 4 amazing different projects with different themes, and I'm so glad I was a part of this. And we've also seen that these producers have been awarded, and the award for best short film went to She Spoke First, a beautiful story out there. And thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for joining me on throughout this journey, and see I grace your skin the next edition. My name remains Iremofe Kofoworola. Bye for now.
Hello, consumers. You have the right to be heard. Absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello, consumers. You're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofe Kofoworola, and you know what? They call me the AWUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AWUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AWUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AWUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello, consumers. I am Kikelomo Ajibola, and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHalla TV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this 2025. Bye.
Welcome to In the Marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media and on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello, fellow consumers. Are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. And that is why at ConsumerHalla TV,
you deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHalla TV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind if it's just a jealous person.
Oh,
It's new
damn.
movie release, updates, and screen time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHalla TV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am ConsumerHalla Ajibola. Ta-da! Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to
Good evening and welcome to News Highlights on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Now let's start with our first highlight. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Debt Management Office, has announced the listing of 260 billion naira worth of bonds for subscription at its October auction. The offer, which opened on Monday, October 27, 2025, comprises a 130 billion naira, that's 17.945% Federal Government of Nigeria August 2030 bond, 5-year reopening, and a 130 billion naira, 17.95% Federal Government of Nigeria June 2032 bond, 7-year reopening. Now let's move away from that now to the Central Bank of Nigeria, as they have released a total sum of $1.259 billion to oil sector players for the importation of petroleum products and other related items into the country. The amount released between the first 3 months of 2025 is against the backdrop of the insistence of marketers to continue fuel imports despite the availability of petrol from Dangote refinery. Now, the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, has dismissed media reports suggesting that foreign investors expressed frustration and unease over Nigeria's new capital gains tax reform. He described the claim as mischaracterizations that mislead the public and distort facts. Back to the Dangote refinery, as they've officially begun construction work for the expansion of the facility from 650,000 barrels to 1.4 million barrels per day. The president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, made the announcement at a press briefing in Lagos on Sunday. Meanwhile, chairman of First Bank, Mr. Femi Otedola, Dangote said this would make the refinery the largest in the world. He also said Dangote that the company had signed an agreement with the technology licensor that will expand the facility. Talking about the highlights this evening, the Nigerian naira has appreciated in value following the country's removal from the Financial Action Task Force's FATF grey list on Friday. The listing marks a significant milestone for Nigeria's financial sector and is expected to bolster foreign investor confidence. Now, the federal government and the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, as they launch a $175 million industrial partnership aimed at accelerating Nigeria's economic diversification. The Program for Country Partnership Flagship Strategy 2024 to 2028 designed to stimulate economic growth and position Nigeria as a leading industrial hub in Africa. In another development, the presidency has announced a significant drop in the prices of major food items across Nigeria, attributing the development to the success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic reforms. In a statement released on Friday, Special Advisor on Media and Public Communications Sunday Dare described the nationwide price reduction as a testament to the government's effective policy. Now, elsewhere, the Federal Ministry of Environment has officially launched a digital transformation initiative under the National One Government Cloud program, marking a significant step in modernizing environmental governance in Nigeria. The initiative, powered by Galaxy Backbone, aims to advance the country's sustainability goals through technology-driven governance. Now let's focus on World Bank as it unveils plans to deploy up to $14 billion through a new agricultural program called AgriConnect, aimed at transforming global agribusiness by 2030. The initiative, announced during the World Bank Group International Monetary Fund annual meetings, is designed to shift smallholder farming from subsistence to profit-driven enterprise while creating millions of jobs in developing economies. Now, the Bank of Agriculture has secured a $200 million livelihood support fund in partnership with the International Organization of Migration to provide sustainable economic opportunities for displaced persons and immigrants from across Nigeria. Now, the Social Rights Accountability Project has issued a stand demand to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, calling for a full account of billions of naira and millions of foreign currency in oil revenues flagged as questionable. The organization has given the National Oil Company a 7-day ultimatum to comply of a legal action. Let's move away from that now to another story. Access Holdings PLC has announced a significant 13.8% growth in its half-year gross earnings, which reached 2.5 trillion naira. For the period ended June 30, 2025, this marks a notable increase from the 2.2 trillion naira reported in the same period of the previous year, according to the group's audited financial field with the Nigerian Exchange Limited. Now, the recent fourth quarter budget implementation reports released by the Budget Office of the Federation has revealed that the housing, education and health sector received the lowest capital budget release in 2025. Thank you so much for joining us for the news this evening on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Thank you so much for staying connected to us all through today. We're coming back tomorrow by 8 a.m. for the news to continue and for the programs to continue running on ConsumerHallaTV. To join us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us across all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube at ConsumerHallaTV. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.